Boros Heroic. These are my favorite kind of decks. The decks that are combo-y and fast. You know, you have a double striker out, then you give him trample, and then you attack, and they try to kill him mid-combat. You protect him. Sometimes you put Angelfire on him, and he just slams in for 8 double strike trample damage and win the game when opponent was on 15. And then other times, Angelfire Ignition just lets you gain just enough life by hitting a Swiftspear or anything really. And you gain 5 life against mono red, and then they were gonna kill you next turn, but now they don't. So this really is my favorite kind of deck because it comes in fast and out of nowhere. You're kind of like building a small board state, they're on 18 life, and then all of a sudden it's like big, huge, explosive turn. One drop, one mana spell, Angelfire Ignition, win the game. So let's see how it works out. We don't love that we don't have an untapped red source to play a Swiftspear turn 1. But otherwise it looks like a fine hand. Opponent with a play with fire. And slow rolling. We don't have any protection, so we'd rather him play with fire a Swiftspear than a Virtuoso. So I'll leave that out. And then looks like he doesn't have another one because there was no priority stick there. I will double spell Swiftspear and Virtuoso. Let's see what opponent's got. Could be a big creature, could be a mechanized warfare. That's a big creature. That's okay. We'll make some blockers for that next turn. So we really have to hit a red source here. We'll get 2 draws. It's not a red source. Get rid of an infantry. That is also not a red source. That's pretty unfortunate. We get another look. There's a red source, it's good. So we don't need the Virtuoso anymore. We'll play the Baird. Get in for 13 damage, and we'll make a 1/1 chump blocker. What a beautiful, beautiful turn. That was our turn to blow him out, and we did. Only being on 4/6, he has to be defensive. And we trample over for the win here. Very good game. Well, I'm just having fun at this point, but why not, right? GG. Do we rank up from that? Not even close. Love to see another Swiftspear turn 1. Well, it's not turn 1, but we have a Swiftspear. I like this hand. 2 creatures with 2 heroic spells. When I say heroic spell, I just mean any kind of spell that targets my own creatures and buffs them. Bird's annoying. I think I will play the infantry, as it's the creature I care the least about, the one that I'm the least upset about if it dies. And I'd assume he'd have removal. And he does. So now... play the Virtuoso. Pass the turn and hope he doesn't have another removal. He might, and if that's the case, all the power to him. But in all likelihood, he slams a 4-mana creature here. Thundering Raiju, or maybe the Haste Werewolf. It's good for us. He has nothing else. Alright, we're digging for lands. Don't need a Virtuoso. What is he thinking? That's brutal. I have to do this because I have to hit a land. I'll miss again. But there's one there, so... I'd rather get in for 8 than block 2 damage. I don't think he has any kind of chance of lethal here. And it looks like he does not. Well, if he doesn't kill my thing in response, he loses. Okay, we win. This deck's so strong. Unbelievable. Good game, sir. Better luck next time. Night is long and full of terrors. The grind of Mythic is long and full of pain. This hand is full of pain itself. Pain lands. But that mono red, or sorry, that basic mountain was like a blessing, truly. A great, great top deck. Cut down, go for throat, Infernal Grasp. Go for throat. Okay. Opponent on mono black? Nope. Opponent on Dimir. Some sort of variant of the control deck that runs a few creatures. Looks like probably opponent probably on the fairy win condition. We'll like this and save ourselves 1 damage for now. We want our scry, it's very valuable. Would have been horrible to draw that next turn. Very much would like to draw a creature. Oh well. Down to 15. Keep the mountain in hand in case I draw a Virtuoso and I could cycle away the dead cards. Let's see what we draw. Something good, please. That's good. we'll just do this so our guy lives. Ancestral Anger is definitely a keeper. Hits me with the Pilfer. A little bit torn between doing the land activation and the Anger, but I think Anger's the higher upside play. You get to do it all. I'll attack with everything. Offer him one good block on the Kumano. Probably has another instant removal spell. Oh, what is that? When it dies, return it to the battlefield with a counter. Only goes to 1. We've got some game lag here. Brutal. You didn't get the Undying Malice trigger because of the passive effect of the Kumano, which we'll point it out real quick here, in case anyone's not following along. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die, exile it instead. So it would have died, but instead it got exiled. And because it didn't die, he didn't get his trigger that says when this creature dies. GG. This is fine. Love a Virtuoso. I just have to shock this at my turn while he has no mana. I don't want him to cast something at instant speed and throw it with prowess. No, even though he probably has a shock here, we didn't draw anything proactive, so we have to just play it out and hope he doesn't. He has it, he has it. He always has it. Opponent with the nuts. Everything he could possibly have to match up perfectly. But we get lucky too. Have a good draw. We'll do that and get deeper. We're glad he didn't trade. Angelfires are way back into this game. Opponent gets him for 6. But we are about to gain 5 life. Oops. Yeah, that's not a bad trade. He hit us for 6 last turn, but then we gained 5, so a net loss of 1. Would love to draw any untapped land. I am not going to block here, because I don't think he has lethal, and if he shocks my Swiftspear, I'm done. It shocked my face. Lightning Strike. Sides against it. GG. That's going to be it for the Boros Heroic deck for now. It rolls really well when you have the pieces. You need to have either a Kumano or a Swiftspear turn 1, and then you really want to have another creature turn 2, any one of these 2 drops. Then turn 3, you want to turn aggressive on them. If you have Angelfire and the Double Striker, then that's always the play. If you have Ancestral Angers or Homestead Courages, you always want to target them on the Virtuoso because the Conniving is really, really helpful to smooth out your next turns. And other than that, you just have to be a bit careful to leave up Loran's Escape if you have a mana for it, so that when you cast Ancestral Anger on one of your premium 2-drops, you don't get blown out by him killing it in response with Cut Down or whatnot. Those are basically the key components to piloting the deck well. And, you know, if you have a hand that has a bunch of Play with Fires and Angelfire Ignition and only like one Baird, it might just be a mulligan, even though it looks like a fine hand and you have the lands. Because you'll see if you keep a few of those hands in a row, they don't really do much. If you try it out, good luck. Thanks a lot for watching.